Hello and welcome to another Stamp with Amy K video here on Facebook Live. I'm just out making sure that I am where I should be as far as the video goes. Get things set up on this side real quick. So if you pop on, say hello. I'd love to hear from you, anybody who's out there watching. And if not, you are certainly welcome to watch the replay as always. So just going to show off a couple of new products here for you that are coming, actually that are available for demonstrators right now that will be coming for customers here very soon. So let me adjust my camera just a little bit. Hopefully that's a little bit better view. All right. Oh, hey, it looks like Karen is hopping on. So hi, Karen. I hope that you're enjoying your day and hopefully you're not having to skip work again today to watch me. But if you are, oh well. So stamping's always better than work. So just wanted to show you real quickly the new stamp set and dies that are going to be coming from Stampin' Up! Here very soon. They're available. Hi, Deborah. How are you? I'm doing a real simple card today, so hopefully you'll enjoy it. I've got a couple of other cards that I'm working on right now, and as things go along, I'll be definitely showing you some more ideas for it. So, hi, Margaret. How are you doing? All right, so this is the stamp set. It's Blended Seasons. It's available in clear mount and wood mount. I got the clear mount version just because I have way too many stamps. Don't have room for all those wood mount ones. So this is the stamp set. It's a nice sized stamp set. I like that it's kind of across all seasons. You've got some spring and summer images here, fall. There's some holiday images, lots of different sentiments. So definitely a good stamp set. And then there's a coordinating die set that you can get in a bundle with it as well. I will show you in a minute these dies. They're very cool. They do a stitched edge basically around the positive, around the actual die cut image, which you can see here hopefully on my card. And then it also leaves you with a stitched edge around the negative image. So if you want to cut out a little frame, then you can do a stitched edge around it, which is very cool. A couple of just coordinating pieces. There's a pretty leaf, a bow. Oops, the bow is upside down, I guess here. Go like that. You can see that a little bit better. So leaf, some flowers, some floral images, I guess, little flourishes. And then this one's a little bit hard to tell what it is, but it in fact is the die that cuts out this cute little bell that's in the stamp set. So hopefully you can see that here. So it's a really nice die set, a really good stamp set, so hopefully you'll enjoy it. In addition to that, the Color Your Seasons part of it is Stampin' Up! Has also put out some new watercolor pencils. So it's a really great set, lots of new colors in it, lots of pretty colors in it. There's Cherry Cobbler, Flirty Flamingo, Cajun Craze, Crushed Curry, Granny Apple Green, Garden Green, Coastal Cabana, Balmy Blue, Night of Navy, and Gorgeous Grapes. So this is in addition to the watercolor pencils that we already have. This is a new set, so yay, I'm excited about that. Stampin' Up! Has told us that the dies and the stamp set are only going to be available until August 31st while supplies last. So if they run out, they run out. And so if you're wanting the set, I would definitely order it earlier rather than later. The watercolor pencils, however, they have told us that they will likely be in a future publication. So whatever that means, I'm assuming that it will be the holiday catalog that they'll be in, but I don't know that for sure. But it sounds like these are going to be available for purchase for a little while longer, so you won't be quite as urgent of a need to get these if you aren't wanting to have to get them right away. So, but yep, there's a little flyer. It's linked up out on my blog post today, so you can go take a look at it. It's got all the details on it, the prices and all that sort of thing. So go take a peek at it if you're interested. And as I said, these are available for demonstrators now. To pre-order, we get them a month ahead of customers. And then the customer ordering starts on August 1st and runs through August 31st. And that brings me sort of to my next piece that I wanted to talk real quickly with you about is Stampin' Up! Has a really great joining promotion going on during the month of July. So if you are interested or have ever been interested in joining as a demonstrator, right now is a really good time. Actually, I feel like it's even better than it was during celebration. So if you're interested in joining, you get to choose a set of free ink pads, one of these 10 packs of ink pads to get for free with your starter kit. So in addition to the $125 in merchandise that you normally get to pick, you also get to choose a free set of ink pads. So it's $99 for your starter kit plus taxes in your area. Everything ships for free, so that's awesome. So definitely something to think about if you have ever considered it. Right now is a great time to join. Hey Phyllis, how are you? All right, you caught me live. I'm excited, and thank you for sharing my video. Hey Holly. Last thing I wanted to talk with you about before we get to the card is Stampin' Up! Has got a buy 3 get 1 free Designer Series paper sale going on right now on a select list of Designer Series papers. You can mix and match these however you'd like. You can get all 4 the same. You can get one of them, one of each one, whatever you want to do. So it's a mix and match, totally whatever you'd like to get. And I did get a question from someone recently on this. And yes, we as demonstrators, on top of the buy 3 get 1 free promotion going on, we also get our demonstrator discount on that price. So something else to think about if you're considering joining. You do get the additional demonstrator discount on top of the already sale price. So let me know if you have questions about that, and we'll get moving on the card. So this is the card that I posted on my blog today. Hopefully you can see it okay. Like I said, it's very simple. Didn't do anything too complex. It was for a real simple, clean and simple sketch. So that's basically what I did with it. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. We've got the soft seafoam card base and soft seafoam ink, and I'm using the new branch image from the Blended Season stamp set. I did use a little bit of Post-it note tape. I don't know if you're familiar with the stuff, but it's awesome. If you don't have any, you need to go find it. So, because it works really well for masking things off like this. So I basically took it, my score line is right here, which I don't know how well you can see that on the video, but I lined up my Post-it note tape across the top so that when I'm stamping around it, I don't have to worry about getting ink all over the back of my card where I don't want it. So, all right, just gonna stamp sort of randomly the branch image across the card front. And the soft seafoam, I'm sure if you follow my blog, I seem to be a little bit obsessed with this color. So I apologize. It's one of my favorite colors. I feel like it's like an awesome neutral. So I love it. Hopefully you all do too. All right, so we've got the branches stamped. Close this up before I stick my fingers or anything else in it that I shouldn't. And the next thing I did was added on a little piece of Designer Series paper. This is actually from the from the Brights 6x6 Designer Series paper pack, and just used a little snail. And I don't know why I cannot drive straight with snail, but I can. So lined it up with the edge. I'm going to go down just a little bit and adhered it down. Get that up and out of the way. The next thing I did was actually stamped, and I told you, hopefully you can see this on here, but I'll show you again when I cut it. This is the negative that was left after I die cut the image when I was working on it for the card. So you can see it leaves a little stitched edge around the negative image, which is really cool. So, all right. So there you go. This is how, basically, I wanted to lay this out here a little bit so I'd know generally where to stamp my sentiment. I've got the thank you sentiment in a little gorgeous grape ink. Thank you sentiment is from the Blended Season stamp set. So I've got my ink pad here. Almost did it upside down. And then this doesn't need to be perfectly straight, just kind of wanted a general idea of where to put it. Close that up. All right, let me grab my big shot here. And get everything lined up, hopefully, to get it cut out. And this one, because it is a little bit of a, oop, I knew I was going to bang into the stand, darn it. Let's try not to do it. A little bit of a loose image on there. It doesn't need to be perfectly straight, so I'm not going to take too much time to line it all up. So, as you can see on here, I've got the negative that's got the stitching around it, as well as the positive on the die cut. So, it's a very cool set. Hopefully y'all like it as much as I do. Get my big shot out of the way. All right, back to the card. So I've got my sentiment all die cut here. I'm going to use a couple little Stampin' Dimensionals. to adhere it to the card front. All right, Karen, I see you said that you ordered yours. I must have missed that comment. What did you order that you're excited about getting? Anything Stampin' Up! Is always exciting to get. So, all right, stick that down with a couple Stampin' Dimensionals. And then I went ahead and pre-cut, so you didn't have to sit and watch me do that, a couple of little branches from the Foliage Frame die set. This is the one that coordinates with the Floral Frame stamp set from the current catalog. I just used a couple of the little dies and cut out some pieces to accent the sentiment a little bit. I'm going to use some glue dots to adhere those down. Thank you, Holly. Oh, the soft seafoam cardstock. Thanks for your comments on my card, Holly. I appreciate that. So the soft seafoam cardstock, oh man, that is just my favorite color ever, I think. So, and I use it on everything, and I know it's a problem. You know, it's one of those things. Can't help myself. Use the little glue dots here to adhere these pieces on, and I kind of roll them up a little bit underneath so it wasn't quite as much of a glob of glue hanging out. So there you go, got those adhered on. The next thing that I did was I die cut the bow from Gorgeous Grape cardstock. As you can see here, it kind of cuts out, I think I talked about that, it cuts out the outline of the bow, and since I was laying it on the top here, I didn't want the little glue dots and gunk to sort of stick out from underneath it, so I took the pieces and taped them back in place. Basically, it's sort of like a little jigsaw puzzle. I'm going to hold it up closer. Hopefully you can see it. It's just Scotch tape that I've snipped up into little pieces. And I actually laid the outline of the die down first and just adhered the pieces to the back of it. And then flipped it over and sort of filled in the blanks. Hopefully I don't drop any of these on the floor because I'll be hunting for them if I did. So fill in the blanks. It's super simple to do. This really isn't very hard, especially on this kind of a die cut because the pieces only fit into one place. So you don't have to sit and fiddle around with them for an hour trying to figure out, oh, does it fit in here? Does it fit in there? Whatever. So this is a real easy one. And then when I got done, I just sort of took my fingernail and smushed them down in there well so that they were adhered. And then it makes a solid bow. So, and, oh, you've been loving the cards? Oh, I'm so glad, Karen. Because, man, like I said, the color is perfect for everything. It coordinates with almost everything as well. So using a little glue dot to adhere the bow on, sticking it right over the top of the little die cut branches. I told you this was super simple. We're almost done already. So using some of the glitter enamel dots, and this one is a Gorgeous Grape, stuck that down. Got a couple of rhinestones. I'm trying to even remember where I put them. I don't even know where my card went. Anyway, we'll put one there, I think. Stay. And another one, maybe up over here. And that's it for the card front. So super simple, but I love that it kind of showed off the die and lets that take center stage, which I love. So, all right, then we're going to move along to do the inside of the card. And the inside I kept just as simple as the outside. Just did a little soft seafoam stamping. And I don't know if you guys have tried the new ink pads, but man, I am loving them. I actually was going to try to not go too crazy and not buy all of the new ink pads right away, but they seem to somehow have made it into an order. I haven't pressed the submit button on it yet, but I feel like that's going to happen really soon because I'm loving the new ink pads. The ink goes on so smoothly, and I like them a lot. So hopefully you all do too. So that's basically the inside of the card. Used a little snail to stick it down. Lined it up on the inside, and that is all there is to it. So, all right, so I've got the card all done and ready to go already. So that only took a couple minutes. So hopefully you guys like it. Hopefully you guys love the new stamp set as much as I do. Again, it's called Blended Seasons. It's available for demonstrators now. Customers will be able to order it beginning August 1st. It's only available while supplies last, so be sure that if you want it, you get it ordered sooner rather than later. Stop by my blog, stampwithamyk.com, and you can see all the details, all the paper cuts and all that stuff for the cards that I've just put together, as well as the details about that new stamp set bundle. And if you're interested in joining, I would love to have you on the team, so come on over and join. If you have any questions about it, any questions about the designer paper sale, any questions about the new bundle, just let me go. Or let me know. Sheesh, is it Friday? I think it is. So hopefully you all have a great weekend. Thanks so much for stopping by to check out my card today. And I'm sure that we'll be chatting again soon.